Good afternoon. Welcome to another live session with me. I know that you all missed us yesterday, but that was something which was just not really something which we could avoid. So very sorry for that inconvenience caused. But welcome to another lovely session. Before we just go on because right around the corner we have the festive season coming in. So before we're all going to take for a small break, the final few days before we take a quick break. So how are you all? Are you all enjoying the studies and all those things that is there? I'm sure that all of you are studying. Yes, no doubt. And of course, we're very happy every time when the scores come. It is an absolute delight to see all those lovely students who have made to their reality. Jobita Thomas, good afternoon. Shanti Reddy, good afternoon. A very, very, very good afternoon to all of you. I am Vinod James. Welcome to Neethu's Academy, reading live. So what are the things that we do? We'll be discussing two things. Shanti Reddy, how am I? I'm doing very good as long as you are all doing good. Couldn't ask for more, isn't it? I hope all of you are doing very well. Sibi Thomas, Israel, good afternoon. Krishna Kripa, good afternoon. Sibi Thomas, fine, very good. So happy to hear that all of you are doing great. Rishika, good afternoon. Jinsi George, good afternoon. So as I've always, thrilled to see those great scores from all those lovely students who have put in their hard work. Sibi, how am I? I'm doing good because couldn't ask for more, isn't it? All of our students are getting or making their dream a reality. So what else could we ask for being a trainer? Sonia, good afternoon. Simi Nipu, good afternoon. Very, very, very good afternoon to all of you. So did you all see those lovely students who have made to their dream reality? Or who made their dream a reality? Yes. Did you all see stunning scores that they have got, isn't it? It's a feast to watch those lovely faces getting all those great scores. Susan Renju Thomas, good afternoon. So on behalf of all Neethu's family, once again, congratulations to all those lovely dear students who have made their dream a reality. Right. So if you have not yet joined our Telegram group, we only have two Telegram groups. Be aware of an official Neethu's Academy Telegram page, which we have just pinned. You can just click it. It's a free group. And then we have an exclusive reading Telegram page. That means that will only be done after scrutinizing. Even though it's a free page, we only accept after checking certain things. So our admin will ask you to send certain details. Only after assessing, then we will accept you into that group. Soji Samuel, good afternoon. So, or are you all ready? I'm not going to keep you waiting for too long because yesterday you missed this. I'm sure that we missed you, but something has to be done. Right. So, are you all ready for today's session? If so, give me a very quick thumbs up. Let's see how many of you are ready. As eager as what we are, we're all really looking forward to have a stunning session with all of you. Yes? All of you ready? Yes or no? Give me a very quick. Anu Molkeyar, good afternoon. Jobita Thomas is ready. Okay, very good. See, the only way that I could gauge that you're all there is by your response. And I know that all of you are ready to respond, but yeah, there you have. Jobita, Anjana, all ready. Susan ready. Excellent. Siminibu is ready. And also, I love to see those icons next to you. Tissy Justin, a new name. Is there anybody who's attending for the very first time? Rishika ready. Jinsi Jaws ready. Deepa Akash Arya. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. New name Deepa Akash Arya. Okay. So few new names. And again, just a request. Is there anybody who's attending the live for the very first time? If so, please do let me know that you're attending for the very first time. And if possible, if you don't have any problem, just to let me know where you're from, so that I would always add on to my known people's list, saying that, okay, I have known people across the globe. Shamal Kumar, ready? Excellent. Or is it Shamal? Yeah, sorry. Excellent. So because all of you are ready, so what are the first thing that we will be doing? What is the first thing that you will have to encounter is we'll be displaying a part B question where you will have 2 minutes of time. So you have to find an answer to that question on or before that time, not after. Yeah, try to compete. Push yourself to the extreme. As soon as the question pops up on the screen, do not waste your valuable time. Just find an answer. And I will be asking you, and don't write the answers. I will ask you when to write the answers. Okay, that's just to make sure that student doesn't have any problem. When you write something, then the students would think that is there. We don't want that student. Okay, we are here as a team. We are here as a family where we are here to help each other. So please do that. Nobility, do not write your answers until and unless I ask you so. Right? So as you have said, you're ready. The question will be popping up on the screen. Manju Merita, good afternoon. There you have the question. Do not waste your valuable time. Find an answer. Right. There you have. So I've just missed few of your good afternoon. So very sorry for that because I didn't want to disturb those students. Jumisha, no, I am Jumisha. I cleared my exam with full B grade. Thank you for your great support and guidance, Jumisha. Thank you very much for coming in and giving that, that inspirational talk. Whatever that you've just done is an absolute honor because it is your hard work and you're very kind enough to come in, tell us, and thanks for all those things. And okay, we have to thank you for getting that dream score, isn't it? So, on behalf of Neethu's family, we are all blessing you to have a stunning life ahead. Okay, do enjoy your lovely life. Go have fun. May God bless you. Okay, so as Jumisha said, I'm sure that all of you are ready and you will be there that day to go and grab your dream score and go reach your dream country. So Manju Merita was the first one to say along back, who have done very good. Jobita done, Anu Suban done, Jinsi George done, Sabina, good afternoon, Simi done, Susan done, Rishika done. Okay, excellent. So as what Jumisha was saying, okay, see, these are the things that makes this live a lovely presence of feel of family, being a family. Okay, there, Madhusmita Vera, good afternoon. Sorry for being late. So these are all those things that makes us so proud about all of you. The achievement that you get, you're there coming and letting us know. So those are all things which takes that extra mile for all of us. Shija, good afternoon. Princey, good afternoon. Amrita done. Shija done. Anumol done. So as you have said that you've all done, Aishwarya done. So would you be kind enough to tell me what is your answer and where you got that answer from? That where is very important. What is your answer? Where you got that answer from? Let's see. What is the answer? Binu George, good afternoon. And we want to get more insights about what are the things that Neethu's Academy offers for you. You can give a call to the number that is there on the screen. We will be happy to assist you with regards to whatever that you need, any further assistance. We have regular classes as well as crash courses available just for you. For the next regular batch is available only from October, November and December. And as students have started telling, Anjana Suraj B from last sentence, Shamal Kumar B, Shija B, Deepa Akash, yes, Rishika B from whole para, Simi B from middle. First two lines, Shamal, okay, fair enough. So generally it is B, Jobita B from first sentence, okay, fair enough. Anu Anil, good afternoon. Anybody else from any other part? I got B as an answer. Thank you very much, Susan, because that should be the spirit. You should stand behind your answers, okay? See, there are students who says, I wanted to ask doubt, I have doubt later. No, you have a doubt. You are always welcome to tell whatever is your answer. We have never restricted anybody from clarifying our doubts, but the reason is you have to take ownership of your answers. That's as simple as that, because you can't just blame somebody else for you not clarifying it out, isn't it? You can't blame others saying that, okay, if I say B, what will others think? What has others to do with that? Nothing. Like, okay, fair enough, I got few B now. Jinsi George B, whole para, Manju Merita B from first sentence, Amrita Janish B, Christina Sabu B, Alfina B, sorry, good morning. Understood. So do not, we have to stand by you. Now, why we are there to stand by you is, see, if you get your answer right, we're here to congratulate you. If you get your answer wrong, we have to make you correct the answers. Both ways you're benefited. But in order for us to correct, you should be telling us, isn't it? No, I got this answer or I got this answer from here. Then only we are able to correct. If everybody says the same thing and the others who got the wrong answer doesn't say, what can we do? We can't correct you, isn't it? We don't know whether you have got that. Because you have to always stand by your answer and ownership. Take ownership of what you have got, not what others have got. Anu Sabane, okay, fair enough. So it's a mix of A and B. Okay, fair enough. Now, any more answer options? Tissy Justin, okay. B, okay, fair enough. Any other answers? A and B. Alfina B. Okay, fair enough. Now let's go and see. See, what are the things that you have to always? Binu George, C. Okay, there you have all the C. It is a possibility, isn't it? It's not about what others think. It's not about, oh my God, my answer is right or wrong. We have never told you what is right and what is wrong. Don't think that the majority are always right also. Okay, there are times where all the student went wrong. There are times where all of them got right. There are times where 50-50. Everything is there. Anumol KR. See, so this is what I love about my students is when you say something, they're ready to accept it. That's the most beauty out of our students. They're there. They're ready to mold themselves. They're ready to change on the aspect of how it has been told. That's a stunner. Good. So what is the first thing that you have to do when you're doing part B? Part B comes after part A material is taken. So they will give you B and C together. You have 45 minutes, but you can't take all those time for doing part B. You're only expected to take 10 to 12 minutes, the maximum, in order to do part B, where you have only 6 questions. 12. So you maybe 2 minutes per question. That's all what you take. Laisamma Rajesh, C. Loni Joseph, B. A new name though. So what are the things that you have to do? See, elimination is the safest and the sweetest method to do. Find the answers. So in order to do that, the first and the foremost important thing is you read the question. As you're reading the question, underline the keywords in the question. Okay. So please read the question, understand the question, underline the keywords on the question. So keywords should be about 2 or 3 words. That's the maximum. Okay, keywords should be the words that when you look into that word, you know what you are searching for. So here it clearly says the extract from the policy document about high alert. So high alert medication set out procedure. So high alert set out procedure. That is enough for me. Now, there are 2 ways. You can read the paragraph and then pick an answer, or you can read the answer option, underline the keywords in the answer option, and then pick an answer. I am the person who follows the second way. So I read my answer option, underline the keywords in the answer option. So my keywords in the answer options are for dealing with problems in obtaining which one? High alert medication. For avoiding errors, those are my, or harm the patient. Patient is understood, so I'm not going to underline patient. So avoiding errors, harm. For checking the correct dose prescribed. Okay, that is enough. Now read. As you read the paragraph, eliminate if that comes into you. Don't read to eliminate. As you read, eliminate the answer options. See, high alert medication carry an increased risk of causing significant patient harm when used in error. So they are clearly saying, okay, there are high alert medication carry increased risk of causing significant harm when used in error. So that means when you are using something which is not right, it causes increased risk. Okay, let's see. So slightly avoiding errors that could cause harm. So maybe, may not be. I'm not saying, but slightly pointing into there. Now reading. Therefore, they must be. So because, therefore means because of these issues, they must be prescribed, dispensed, administered using practices. Okay, I know that there is something wrong. It's not showing on the screen, is it? Very sorry for that. Let me reconnect the system. Yeah. So in the meantime, as you have your confusions on the aspect of what to do, what not to do. Okay, so please look into the aspect of elimination. Yeah, Jobit, I'm just gonna bring it in front of you right now. Okay, I'm sorry for that inconvenience. You have the material now, it will be there in front of you. Yeah, right. Thank you for bringing the attention to me as well. Okay, this is what you are there, because when something is not there, you are ready to tell me. So that is where we have so much of respect for each one of you. Right. So prescribed, dispensed, administered using practices outlined below. So these are all what? In order to reduce the errors. Okay. Therefore, they must be prescribed. So what are they saying? How are they going to practice outlined before? Concentrated electrolyte solution must only be stored in pharmacy department, locked cabinet trolley. So this is what they are expecting you to do. Okay. The names and strength of the medication must be verified by 2 qualified members of staff before administered to patient. The dose is to be prepared just prior administration as per doctor's order. The medication strength, dose strength and dose are then confirmed by reference to patient's record. Following this procedure, so what happened? Following all these will guarantee optimal safety for patient as well as providing a safeguard in the event of acquisition of negligence. So now this is acquisition. So acquisitions means it's a noun where it says a charge or claim that somebody has done something illegal or wrong, or it's called allegation. Okay, that's a new word. So acquisition is a noun because the word ends with ION is always considered to be noun. Okay, so that's another clue. Keep it, remember. Okay, so a charge or a claim that someone has done something illegal or wrong, or like allegation, their allegation against you saying that you did something wrong. Okay, that's called acquisition. Now, let's see how to eliminate. For dealing with problems in obtaining the high alert medication, that is a straight eliminator because it's nowhere mentioned. It is to obtain them. Obtain them means what? The high alert medication throughout the paragraph anywhere mentioned? Not at all mentioned. Now, for avoiding errors that cause harm to patient, yeah, these are all the ways that you reduce the harm. So throughout the paragraph, it is talking about it. So my answer is pointing into B. Now let's see if C is there. For checking that correct dose has been prescribed. See, there is nowhere it is saying that it is for checking the correct dose. They are saying, therefore, they must be prescribed. For what? In order to reduce the errors, they must be prescribed, dispensed, and administered using practices outlined below. So it's not for checking the correct dose has been prescribed. So that is also eliminated. So what becomes the answer? The answer is B. So congratulations for all the people who have got the answer B. If there is any doubt, please be kind enough to clarify. If not, keep on enjoying your right answers. Any doubts? Please do clarify. Any doubts? Anybody has any doubts? Any doubts? No? Anjana is saying no doubt already for the next, eagerly waiting for part A, is it? Right. Any doubts? Anything that you want me to clarify? Or are you happy with the way that I have Susan and you? Thank you. No doubts? Anu Anil is saying no doubt. Okay, fair enough. Tissy Justin, clear. Okay, fair enough. Jinsi John, dance, keep on dancing. I love those students who enjoy their achievement. That's the most important thing. Anu, clear. Very good. Fair enough, fair enough. Aishwarya is also dancing. Keep on dancing. Why? Who should restrict you from enjoying what is your achievement? Sheija is also there with a lovely what do you call that? Emoji, is it? Yeah. Not affluent user of these gadgets. So right. Fair enough. So are you all ready for the next one? What is the next one? Next one is part A. Now before going into part A, would you be kind enough to tell me what is today's material and how you felt about today's material? Yeah, that's very important because how you felt is the most important part. Why? Because when you tell that only, we will be able to identify whether you are okay with what we have told. Bindu Balakrishnan, hi sir, hi. Gangrene, tricky material, Jobita, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So the first thing is tricky. Okay. How about others? I want to get more insight about what you felt. Anu Anil Gangrene, okay, fair enough. How you felt about? Easy material, Susan, okay, very good. So easy, okay. Madhusmita is also saying easy. So tricky, easy. That's what as of now I got. Rishika is also saying little bit tricky, okay, fair enough. Neethu Surendran is saying easy. Fair enough. So how all of you have taken the printout, that's the reason why we give you a bit early, because you have to do as what you do on the day of exam. You have to take a printout and then do it. Okay, because the more you do the materials on the page, that will make you more, because you have to start utilizing the space which is given. You have to fill into that space which is there. You have to write it as clearly, and I have clearly told you how to write it or not. Okay. So as you're all ready, the material will be popping up on the screen. So what is the strategy for part A? Krishna Kripa, easy. Manju Merita, easy. Take and print out. Very good, Susan. So as the material will pop up on the screen, there you have the material. So what is the strategy for part A? See, part A strategy is called skimming and scanning. Skimming means quick look. Scanning means detailed look. Okay. That's the easiest way of telling. Okay. Right. So what are the things that you have to really look for? Okay. Now, again, the material will be popping up on the screen. I'm very sorry for that inconvenience. It just keeps on. Some internet issue. Welcome to God's own country. What else can we say? Okay, really sorry for that. So skimming and scanning. You know what is skimming? Skimming, just ensure that you're quick looking it or quick reading it. Don't read to understand each and every word. Okay, English is not a language where you understand by just one single word. Okay, you go through it very quickly. Okay, then once you go there, underline the keywords. So what are the keywords? See, again, I'm just going to remind you, keywords are headings, numbers, letters given in bold letters and italics, okay, abbreviated form, bulleted form, proper noun, any new terminology that you're hearing for the very first time. If it's a pictorial representation, so please understand there will be a pictorial representation with the present, at least a minimum of one would be a pictorial representation. Yeah, so if it's let's say what do you call I'm just trying to get that screen online because some network issue which I'm not able to load on this. Yeah, Krishna Kripa is giving me an ample support of saying it is right. In the meantime, because you have the printout and all, let's see what are the things. So skimming, I told you the scanning is very important. Okay, so you have to underline. See, don't underline big sentences. Yeah, please understand. It is just a matter of underlining keywords. See, when you look into those words, you should be able to, your eyes should focus on what is needed. When you underline big sentences, it is not gonna be of any use to you. Understand why it is you're absolutely wasting time because you can't refer what is needed. Understood? So keywords mean these are the keywords that you should be writing. Understood? After underlining the keywords in the text, you're not going to read the question first, you're going to skim through the four texts. See, as you skim, another important thing that you always have to remember is you should be able to differentiate. Okay, text A is about this, text B is about this, text C is about this, text D is about this. You should be able to say this. And if you do that, okay, mark my word, 1 to 7 answers are easy to refer because you really don't need to worry about to find the exact place to exact word. Okay, an overall picture. Okay, let's say, for example, okay, text A is talking about diagnosis. Text B is talking about functionality, and text C is talking about prevalence, and text D is talking about let's say prognosis. Okay, and the question is saying, let's say the question number 1, the predicted so and so proportion of people across the globe. So predicted prognosis. So that means that is where it is. So it's easy. You go with D. Understood? This is called keyword reference. Now let's say the preventive ways to or the ways to prevent so and so things from occurring. So it should be methods, or it should be the diagnosis where, okay, these are the techniques that has been said. So this is how you get that. Understood? Okay, or let's say the other one. Let's say the other one is talking about the ways to identify how the way to deal with, or how to deal with. Okay, if you look into that, you would be able to really differentiate and identify these kind of issues. Understood? Clear? Now let's go into the material, because your material will come on the screen right now. Okay, after that I'll just go through a very quick glimpse on the aspect of core text, and then we will get into it. Okay, there you have. So let's say gangrene. Okay, I'm just going to quickly go through. See, gangrene help the lack of oxygen-rich blood coercion tissue die some part of the body. Hands, feet. Two main forms of gangrene are dry and wet. So dry gangrene is called mummification, and then starts slowly with wet gangrene, commonly associated with chronic disease, including diabetes. Dry shrivel, usually dark in color, ranging from brown, purplish, blue. feels cool, cold, touch, and wet and moist gangrene. Skin swells, blisters, and may rupture. Pus may appear. Dead tissue develop into a following severe frostbite and gangrene occurs in people with diabetes and have no notice. And so now what do you understand? Two types of gangrene. What are the two types? It is called, one is called like that, and the other one can lead to frostbite and all those things. So I can remember, okay, this is oxygen rich. So the next one is laboratory diagnosis. So diagnosis includes specimen, microscopical culture, and all those things. There are a few names and all. I'm not saying don't avoid it. I'm just quickly telling you what are the things that you have to. Okay, text C, the subheading gives you a lot of clue. Why? Treatment. So these are all about treatment. And if you really look into surgery, maggot therapy, antibiotics, oxygen therapy. Now text D, they're clearly saying it is prevention. So what are the ways to prevent it? After doing or skimming all these, now you're going to go to questions. See, there are three types of question. Question number 1 to 7, these are called match the following question, where you are expected to write only A, B, C, D. Please be aware of it. Okay, these kind of instruction and question number should be by hearted. You can't waste your valuable time. Okay, now the most preferred management, so most preferred management method for gangrene. So where have you underlined or anything that is on the aspect of preference? So management, gangrene, so where? So it should be there in C, isn't it? Surgery also called usually the first line treatment. So what is the most preferred way? It should be C. Understood? This is why it is important that you start referring. So what are the physical properties of dry gangrene? So do you really need to worry about dry gangrene? Straight away, I know the two types are mentioned where? In A only. I have written. How often one have to have food health check to get away? So is it something to do with prevention? Yes, it is. So my answer to prevention is where? It is there indeed. Now I'll show you where. Now why? It clearly says, for those at risk of regular visits to podiatrists or food care management can reduce the risk of gangrene development. So do I get an answer? Yes, I do. Now, non-invasive method treating. So where is the treatment? Non-invasive method. Do you really need to worry about? The answer I'll say, it is there in C. Now where in C? Okay, it's a non-surgical way. So it is there. It is there. But if you really look into if you can remember the subheadings, it is easy to get through this 1 to 7. Who are more likely to develop wet gangrene? Now, do you really need to worry? I can straight away say that it should be there in A. Why? That is the only place where those two, when I went through, it is only there. Who are now the people who will get wet gangrene? Because those are the people with diabetes. So the answer is there. Symptoms. Do you need to have any other choice? Symptoms. What sort of symptoms can be generated if the individual is exposed to cold? Now see, they are saying seeking an additional and all those things. They are saying urgent medical attention if skin become pale or if any color changes and occur. So they are talking about, which is in D. Okay, which is talking about cold. So the answer is D. Samples taken, assessment, gangrene. So samples, assessment, gangrene. Do you really need to worry? Go to B. Why samples? Specimens and all those things are mentioned there. Samples are taken for what? It is there. So the answer is B. Now I have finished my 1 to 7. Please be kind enough to tell me what are your total answers. In the meantime, 8 to 14, the next set, these are called short answer question. Please understand, the instructions are, the answer can be a word, short phrase, anything between 2 to 3 words, or numbers, or both number and anything is an okay answer. Okay. The medium through which antibiotics are taken to prevent infection. So where do you think? Prevent, where? It should be there in the treatment, isn't it? Antibiotics are taken through intravenous or IV. The safest or the quickest is IV. Why? They have given the abbreviated form. One that is there in the passage as abbreviated one, you can always use the abbreviation. No worries at all. If it is not, don't use it. Particles that would barely notice under the microscope. So particle, barely, notice, microscope. So where are they talking about all these? It should be again in text B, isn't it? So microscope is there. So what are the things that you're going to check for? It is the spore are rarely observed. So that would barely be noticed. So rare is spores. So the answer is spores. So barely is the paraphrase form of rarely. Whom should one visit routinely for treat foot ailments to reduce gangrene? So I know that I have seen in text D. Whom should you visit? The person is called podiatrist. Podiatrist. You know who is a podiatrist, isn't it? Very good. Question 11. Who releases chemical to fight infection by killing bacteria that increases the speeding process? So who increases? So something to be associated with treatment, isn't it? Now maggots still play a role in modern medicine. They are non-surgical, where your doctor put maggot which are infected without hurting them. This also helps fight infection. Speed healing by releasing chemical that kill bacteria. So who releases? Maggots. So the answer is MAGGOTS is the answer. Question 12. The reduced amount of which component lead depth of tissue, different parts of body. So reduced amount component. So what are the things that are there? The reduced amount. So what happens? So where are they talking about? It should be there in A, isn't it? So what is that? Gangrene helps. Oxygen, rich blood cause tissue to die, some part of the body, often hand or feet. So what is that? It is a hyphenated word where you're expected to write oxygen hyphen rich blood, OXYGEN hyphen RICH BLOOD. What can be seen as capsulated, sporulated, immovable, microscopical examination? So what are the things that is there? So of course microscopical is there. So non-motile, capsulated, sporulated, all those keywords are there. So what are the things which is missing? Is again a hyphenated word. Gram hyphen positive bacilli. Gram, GRAM hyphen POSITIVE BACILLI is the answer. Another title, bestowed upon dry gangrene. So another bestowed. I don't know what is bestowed, but still, okay, what is that dry gangrene? It is there, called as bestowed, means something which you have known about. Mummification, MUMMIFICATION. Excellent. Now for the final stint of questions. So these are 15 to 20 are called fill in the blanks. The instruction remains as similar to short answer question, but here you have to be very cautious with your redundancy. You can't write even an article if it's mentioned in the, see for example, the is already mentioned. If I write the again, the answer goes wrong. So be aware of it. Yeah, that's called redundancy. Now, question 15. Dash or ulcers can be cured by hyperbaric oxygen therapy apart from wet gangrene. So wet gangrene. So where are they talking about? Hyperbaric. Where are they talking about hyperbaric? Is there anywhere they're talking about? They're talking about peripheral artery disease. Why hyperbaric? Treat wet gangrene, diabetes or peripheral artery disease. So diabetes is mentioned already. So the only thing which is missing is a three-word answer, peripheral, PERIPHERAL, ARTERYDISEASC. So that is the answer. Question number 16. In order to keep infection at bay is a very lovely word. I love it. So infection away. Surgeon removes the dash during the initial therapy. So what does a surgeon remove? So again, something to do with treatment, isn't it? Your doctor remove dead tissue to keep the infection from spreading. So away means something to be not to develop at bay. With dash, the sufferers fail to spot handle wet gangrene that may develop with an injury. So with something, they are not able to identify it. So what are the things that they are not able to? So in general, The type of gangrene can occur in people, diabetes, who have injury but did not notice attend due to diabetic neuropathy. So the answer is two-word answer, DIABETIC-NEUROPATHY. Question 18, cessation of habit. Cessation means stop. Essential, prevent development gangrene. So development of gangrene, cessation. So where are we talking about? It should be there in DY prevention. So what is a habit? They are saying about quitting smoking. That's the only habit which is mentioned. So what is the answer? Cessation of habit means quitting. Which one to quit? Smoking. SMOKING. We get to observe darkening of meat once dash and dash are produced. So darkening meat, dash and dash are produced. So it should be there in B somewhere. Why? Because in culture it says blackening of meat. So darkening of meat will be observed with the production of H2S and NH3. These are two chemicals, yeah? So H2S and NH3. The ultimate question for today, in order to prevent diabetes, arterial disease, poor wound healing, one must curb. So curb means, again, stop. What is that? They are also saying about something to do with the prevention only. Controlling body weight to prevent diabetes. All the other three things are there. So it's a two-word answer, body weight. BODYWEIGHT. So I have wrapped my 20. Now it's high time that you have any doubt, please do clarify. If not, please do tell me what are your total scores. Really looking forward, because you said tricky, you said easy. So let's see where you stand with easy, tricky materials. Most of you have written all the right answers. So I have no doubt about there you have. Jobita is saying 19 out of 20. Absolutely good enough. Good enough, good enough. How about others? What are your total scores? Susan 19, absolutely good enough. Very good, keep it up. How about others? Others, I want all of you to type. Whatever it is. Whether it is 10, whatever. 19, Krishna Kripa. Madhusmita Bera, the first one to say 20. Keep on dancing. Rishika 18, very good, keep it up. Good, good, good. So 18, 19, 20 is what I have right in front of me. Alfina Shapan, 17, very good, keep it up. Good, good, good. So 17, 18, 19, 20. Anybody else who want to tell me what are your scores that you've got? No? Is there any doubts? See, don't think that I'm only asking you. Anu Anil 17, good enough, miss, keep it up. Jinsi George 18, good enough, keep it up. Is there anything that you want me to clarify? You're always welcome to ask as well. Anju Marita 19, excellent, miss, keep it up. Anu Molke 16, good enough, keep it up. Good, good, good. See, you have to understand. Not just getting the scores, you have to go back and see why I got that wrong. That's called learning. All right? Please go through once again. Why did you get that, or why did you make that mistake? Yeah. Loni Joseph 17, Anu Saban 16. Good enough, good enough, good enough. Keep it up. Is there anything else that you want me to clarify? Yes? No? Jobita 15. Okay, good enough, good enough. These small mistakes, isn't it? The smallest, even, see, when a student says 15, I'm so proud of them, because that shows that they are very honest to them. Okay, they are making even a smallest spelling mistake, they're putting it wrong. That is why it's not at all a problem, because we are here to practice. And no sooner you will all come in front of me, like what Jumana said. You'll come and say, I made to my dream. I'm sure about it. So Manju Merita, Madhusmita Bera is saying thank you. Krishna Kripa, clear. Okay, fair enough. So as you have started saying thank you, high time that we also say thank you from Neethu's family. Until I see you tomorrow, adios from me. God bless you all. Take care. Bye.